bibia bokode.
Praying for say yes, you cry him.
Asemu.
And some lumba account in you. Dear, me de bomb me brapa. Say, any part that send here was as you know. Rich, ya me pre ni che. I me pre din.
That is around 61.
Yeah. Enipa, ya me pre ni che. Ya me pre din. Enuntino. Do everything to protect your name. So be say udia emanen say. The number of years I will be Yankopon determine. But what you do with years now be do as since you there, it is in your own hands. And one day when you are gone, and seven conform back and forth, wa braba boy inti nipa ya me pri nyini che ya be pri din rich enyina ya fantu ya hofo na yanka rest in peace and Charles Kojo Fosu wa me nyini bebre am ba kokra, but what he has done within the days, our Brabo no more forever, ever follow him. Generations to come will still enjoy the works when he was a human being. And that is very, very important. That is important. That is important. The phrase "it is coming home" now. England for the year man, but rich a man and a only at the end say when you say it is football is coming home, as in say England as on my edge football major tournament, you know, rich. Say this is in the custody of a man. They've won back to back Emani Euros. They wish they could have learned back to Memano. They wish. The last time I bought Euros man was 2022. They won it. 3 years later, they've won it. Now, Rich, in the history of the tournament, Germany and Argentina do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into German, it say Nigeria. So come my footballer, our the European continent, you know so. But the good thing, and say now with England too, no imagine, they've caught up with Norway for countries so imagine 2-2. The Netherlands are 1 and Sweden are 1. So that is how a Neoma AC looking like. But Rich, out of the 2 trophies now, England and Managina imagine back to back now. The Ayomo Depa is this one. Because they won it against the world champions, Spain, and they're the world champions when it comes to Emma football in Brain. And they are the best team in the world, even though they've lost today. Ukubuso Biase, Emma football, they will still mention Spain. Marriage, there is a big lesson we can learn. First one was how Chelsea share PSG for energy the FIFA Club World Cup. The second one will be how Arsenal share Barcelona energy and Man UEFA Champions League. You know, I think said the third in succession will be how England it will share Spain in the final and the lifted trophy. You know, maybe when we come local, We will also look at how Kotoko did it against Kaizer Chiefs. Now, at the end of America 1-7, Rich, so in the space of 3 months in here, we've discussed football finals. The favorite couldn't win. The Obiaji to say, on your favorite, when we need cap, and there be a society in this year. You watch the game critically, Rich. The underdogs have a plan. They know some go for it. Ominum bottle. Yet yes, but say year, we will be able to stand against them with our strategy. So if we are very, very disciplined with it, you bet me a BB. Now, what did England for the year? Rich, to play this Spanish team defensively, you need to be compact and disciplined. Because say a ball, intrinsic passes, short passes, spaces creation, they are the best I have seen in women's football. Every player in the Spanish team looks like a technician. They control, cruise, they pass, whether in step, out step. Very, very good players. And he said, before you know, they can pass all your 11 players, including the goalkeeper, and play the ball into the net. But England had a very, very resolute defensive network. Imagine say, look, this Spanish team, man to man, in the zones that they play their passes, we will make sure say, you bet me up pressure those spaces in the zones, and we will make things very, very difficult for them. And until him, even though Spain scored the first goal, so we're going on, they had to use the wide channels. They couldn't penetrate England through the middle. And England better say, "Kadam say Kaish game we better the Spain for no time a game we call extra time now." They knew all that they had to do was to push the game to penalties, and you know why? Rich, even in this competition, matches as Spain Ashe say omunya penalty or ball ni mumpa, they miss them. Say Spain elbow ball, obesho 4-2, 4-1. Sa game ni mu kwa na ho se no. Say omunya penalty or game ni mu a, omu be gire kira, they can't score. And England for the news said, look, this Spanish team, they are the best. But only omoko penalties there. No you have your chances against them. England took them to where Spain didn't want to be, and they made sure say omo aje trophy every omo and back to back England and Manu are champions of Europe, and they deserve say omo are champions na energy there in new no bounds. Rich ade do we ask no say all the months are prepared for a competition. Now wako na through every game biano wa born senior was bono. Now finally you did trophy national say you are the champions of that competition. It was very, very good for them. You tournament Esther Gonzalez 4 goals, and the top scorer Miama Babawa Aitana Bomate, and the player of the tournament. Sadly she couldn't win. Now Michelle Bomate Tamana OJ best player, and I'm saying Afibi Esayon Rich. She took Barcelona man to the finals of the Champions League. Arsenal for Jeffrey in himself. But Obianim said she was the best player. Now she took the Spanish team to the finals. England asked her Jeff from himself, and she's the best player. On only the end the AV individual was this season, but trophy Kesiani the Ashre Ababawa, your friend Aitana Bomate. But my joy was with my Ghanaian blood, Michelle Ajuman. Rich, last time I came, I said Subium. In the last 10 years, unless I have forgotten, me share tournament to be a player of free bench at the impact every team at Michelle Ajimai. Except the final, I'm mistaken. Our free bench by one should go. Every game will be England in free bench by if you are rich or share.
Super sub.
That is the impact of Michelle Ajuman. And your tournament, Ono ena yedimano young player of the tournament. Now, me who got it 7 Rich, In the lead up to Okwakoji, the young player of the tournament, you know, and Omode asa Jine Mumano. I'll show the way oh yeah the cat talking oh ye ne boy here and I'm so okay. I now understand why you say Ninchi African. No Rich, how proud can you be? Sa utuwe CCA. Na watu kwa UK. Na wako obaba oho. Na wa represent England. Na or the send munyam say Abba. This girl half Ghanaian because of ne papa. And Rich, ne papa was in the stands. That is him. Mr. Ajiman, or Michelle Ajiman, and he was in a stance taking photographs and videos all the way of Nebaba no glory days, you know. And sometimes me sure say or the new school, na or the nako academy no akobo ball, na or making sure say or you're closer to the bano to play football. These are the times you feel say o brain na anyakwa when she is crowned the young player of the European Championship. Rich. That is what it is with a money euros, you know. Anopoe. Story at Urban said Chelsea are very close. The first story came, I think, 2nd May. And as Skyber reported, said Chelsea air consider a move. Say Omobe signed Gerald Hato from Team IFN Ayas. But Anopoe, in some trouble, a reporter said the best talent in the Eredivisie, you know, Rich. Very, very close to joining team EFN Chelsea. Now, Unim, this is what I love about how Chelsea is getting Hato. I just want to say he is the best talent in the league. And until Omobeto is 60 million. But Rich, what we are hearing, the negotiations any Sika Chelsea is short what I asked for wanted. Even though David Austin is reporting said over 40 million, no, but a new system now I asked for an airpen. So they are meeting halfway between 45-50 from I asked for an system now or Mujano, then they can come our home. Now, Rich, for a guy to be only 19 years and play for the Dutch national team 6 times, actually who he is.
They them in call for no business. The football business no more here.
For a 19-year-old Rich, we bought almost over 100 games for the Ayas first team. Very good player. And sending out Fifi Ekano. I think say nowadays, Rich, Bono say obe add value to yourself. You need a little bit of versatility. Even though we are left-footed defender, no, Timmy Ball left back, no, Timmy Ball left centre back, no. Sometimes coach is no more inverted. So you have game now you change shape. No question 50, no. Timmy bought those positions, you know, and that is what Chelsea has seen in this job. Hato guy now, omo epese omoko na omo ekofan. Another good business, Rich. Saturday, maybe I catch you will say, look, the lessons we can learn from these transfers, and not just when clubs go and buy players, but the business around surplus to requirements. Obian himself, João Felix, Rich, or a surplus to requirements for Chelsea. Now listen to this story. Chelsea and Meki João Felix deal permanent from Atletico Madrid. Unim domotono 44.5. 44.5 no motor no Rich. Abante ne ba no amfa. Last season, omo de ma AC Milan loan 5.5 million. And omo free loan deal. Now they are making sure say they are selling João Felix to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia 30 million plus 20 million add-ons. Okay, 50. What it means is that a woman said Chelsea told João Felix and foul for 44.5. No, Rich, if they are able to get 50 from Al Nassr, then they got 5.5 from AC Milan loan deal now. Look, Chelsea are mocha.
Sure.
And that is very, very good business. And at Chelsea, with Abrantia, your friend is João Felix. And you'll be reuniting with the Portuguese national Cristiano Ronaldo. And I suspect Ronaldo who bounce our transfer because he has said answer no be extending the contract and he said omunto quality players and for American and I think said in Saudi where there's no pressure, Maybe Ronaldo Felix can play his football. Not what Timmy Akonenim Ewo Honum. Rich Maminye, because there's a breakthrough for team I friend Bayern on Abrante friend Luis Diaz. 75 million. 75. 70 upfront, 5 million in easy add-ons. And I say team my friend Bayern, I break it through to get Abrante friend Luis Diaz. Look, as some of your fan who be ours, no correct. And Rich, for me, Sek Oko be wanna say he's not for sale and you know correct. Obi our price. Obi our price. Because the way Liverpool told Bayern and Barcelona say Luis Diaz is not for sale, no. Obi say how many weeks and it has taken for now Liverpool to say, Massa, you so we've given you permission. Fly from Japan, ne eko Germany, ne eko your medicals or China, na omo on value. 70 million upfront, almost 5 million add-ons, very cheap. And you man was for Bayern to pay Liverpool. No, you can say guaranteed. Say Abrante and Ebebo. For me, Bayern is a very, very good player. I am sad as a Barcelona fan. Say I'm for Luis Diaz. Rich, look, and you're born on Nimbono, but I like his attitude on the pitch. Without the ball, with the ball, this guy is your guy. And see, Bayern and your breakthrough for Abrante friend Luis Diaz, and you when him say, "Yeah, man, permission to fly there." And then Monday, or fly or China or Bayern medicals not was signing. You have to say a 4-year deal plus one until 2029 plus 1 year, or they Ebeka Huna Bayern and ya omu plenty. There are a lot of players are already buying this transfer window. Florian Wirtz, Nico, now Xavi Simons, but finally Bayern so enya bakubia. Now almost a come and toss say omu ebetimi enya in Luis Diaz. Now omu edi achichiro omu and at Bayern Munich. He is going to a very, very good club. I be project Abrante ni rich. Okay. Your farmer on insem in Siena, yintimi any dog nim komo na ya ba. Dear Kotokoya or South Africa. Any the Black Queens